2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, A&B, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where do you come up with that?
FAE?
A&B, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes.
Okay.
Be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and hurry.
It's going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB, FAE.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The crowd is assembled at BMO Harris Bradley Center looking for a Bucks victory here in Milwaukee. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, Jared Dudley. He won't be an option for them.
And Kevin, he was an important player for him, I think more than people give him credit for. And that's not to say the trade was a mistake, but this is a guy they'll miss.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo came to the NBA as an unheralded 19-year-old from Greece, but he's been a quick study at the NBA level. One reason? He actually takes notes. He said, we all make mistakes and your mind can't remember them all. I write what I did wrong and what worked. I'm going to keep it going. Someday, I'll have a collection. And with that dedication, Kevin, the sky is the limit for the Greek freak.
Boy, that's fascinating stuff, D.A. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? And tonight we feature 2 relatively inexperienced teams, both on the rise, though. Doris, what's the hardest part about being a young player in this league?
I think, Kev, the game hasn't slowed down for them yet. They haven't seen enough to always make the right decision quickly, but certainly they're learning and they're talented.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Chris and Chandler are up front. Knight and Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. Brogdon against Booker. Back to Chandler. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Good D by Lopez. Phoenix on defense. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a testament to how level-headed this group is. Nice job executing on the offensive end of the floor.
Brogdon against Booker. Brogdon the pass to Lopez. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Lopez has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Bucks. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the wing right side. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Dishes to Ariza. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
It's tipped and stolen by Chris. And now the Suns a fast break. And Chris throws it down.
Well, first of all, that's a great pass. But how about Chris with the vertical assault on the rim?
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
Suns have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. There's a screen by Chris. Ariza outside. Outside Knight, just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Ball's knocked loose. Chandler with another miss.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Brogdon kicks to Middleton for 3. Floats one, and the layup by Ariza.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Up top, Bledsoe. He's guarded by Knight. Lopez a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 7 points for Brook Lopez. Booker against Brogdon. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Booker. The rebound by the Bucks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and some nights, you know, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Well, they came to play for sure, and it took the pressure off that starting unit, which is exactly what you're hoping they would do.
Here's Knight. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Passes it to Chris. And Booker kicks to Knight. There's a screen by Chris. A shot by Knight, no good.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Oh, Duff, I mean, he can make that, but that particular distance is not his specialty.
Now here's Knight following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Ariza, all alone. Phoenix, no good that time either. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe outside. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
I'll tell you, the freak athleticism of Eric Bledsoe is eye-popping. He has unbelievable burst in the open floor that can make even elite guards look like they're standing still.
Now here's Brogdon looking for his first basket still in this one.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Over to the left wing. Chris with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Here's Brogdon, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick out of the University of Virginia. What a find, Greg, he has been, and you love that he can fill in at either guard spot.
And you get the feeling Brogdon was overlooked for being a 4-year player in college. Has the passing and vision of a point guard, scores well enough from inside and out to play off the ball as well.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting five the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you can see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
They need this one. That one off the back iron and out.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Got a piece of it.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Knight with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Knight passes to Ariza. There's a screen by Chris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. With more floor spacing becoming so important, we now see guys launching from well beyond the arc. Doris, from what you've observed, and you've seen a lot of basketball over your years, which shooters in the league right now have the best deep range night to night in the league?
Well, we've seen Steph Curry make a shot from the tunnel in the Oracle Arena, so I'd say we have to begin with...
Literally, we've
literally from the tunnel in his pregame routine. Steph Curry obviously is the guy who, as soon as he steps across half court, you've got to check him or he might let loose. Klay Thompson, his ability to rise and fire, he might be more of a fireball in a short span than any player in the league. Kyle Korver, Damian Lillard. Think Damian Lillard out in Portland, the extraordinary job he does scoring the basketball with great productivity from beyond the arc.
Ariza hits them both. And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
Shots good by Middleton.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And here is Knight following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Here's Chris. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
Well, you love the aggressiveness. Chris not drifting around on the outside. He's getting it done in the painted area.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And you look at the Bucks and this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Suns here with a different look. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Chandler. Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. Reedy's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Troy Daniels in for Brandon Knight. Dellavedova with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Snell kicks to Dellavedova. Out to the right wing. Teletovic from outside. That one's not going to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Maker dishes to Dellavedova. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points of the night.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
Well, I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Pass to Chris. Over Ilyasova. And that one comes up a bit short. Bucks leading by 11. In the corner, Snell with it. Ilyasova, a screen. And stolen by Chris. Now, here is Reed. He's guarded closely. Daniels passes to Reed. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. To the inside. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Now, here is Reed. Not a lot of room. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here is Dellavedova. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The feed to Ilyasova. Teletovic from outside. Rebound by the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Ilyasova dishes to Maker. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Daniels. Ilyasova, a screen. Over Chris. Ilyasova again. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
It's deflected. Kicks to Snell. Over Reed. Snell, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Daniels. Phoenix, no good that time either. Milwaukee leading by 13. Now here is Dellavedova. Feeds to Snell. Over Reed. Snell, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Maker. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Maker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there it is for him. Daniels has got his first points of the night.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dellavedova with the ball. The dish now to Snell. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his first foul. Daniels. It doesn't go for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Bucks lead by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, you know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, you know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, Dellavedova and Snell pair up at the 1 and the 2. Maker out there with Ilyasova, and it's Teletovic in at the 3 spot. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
And here is Dellavedova after Josh Jackson hitting the 3. And here is Dellavedova. Ilyasova is screen on Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Here's Reed. Here's Warren. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Snell kicks to Maker. Dellavedova from outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here is Daniels, defended by Dellavedova. Now Daniels, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Holmes can't get it to go in. Bucks leading by 12. Dellavedova dishes to Ilyasova. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jackson's got the ball. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Here's Daniels. Rebounded by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Teletovic. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
So aggressive, Teletovic, easily able to finish through contact.
Timeout called. The Suns. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low-post center They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And it's fair to say Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
And with Chandler, Greg, he still rebounds at a fantastic rate, even though he's the team veteran. As long as he gets minutes, he'll get you some boards.
And part of that is because he's always been one of the smarter rebounders in our league, just aware of how to set up and track the basketball after the shot goes up, and he makes great use of his length and strength.
He's off on the first.
Well, this is a high-character guy. Chandler is a guy who will influence everyone around him in a positive manner.
And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Bledsoe outside to the paint. Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Knight with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. They set the pick. Chandler a screen near the three-point line. It's Booker. Kicks it out to Ariza. But they get it back. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Milwaukee.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the three-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Knight dishes to Warren. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Chandler a screen. Off the screen. They get it back. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Chandler a screen. Here's Warren, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Warren's got his first points of the game.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Lopez a screen. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Knight passes to Warren. There's the pick. Outside Knight. Back to Warren. 6 to shoot. Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Now, teams are playing him to set up behind the arc, but Booker can just as easily beat you from the mid-range.
Lopez a screen on Knight. Shot on the wing. No good from Bledsoe. Suns trail by 16. And Booker kicks to Ariza. Back to Booker. Out to Knight. Brogdon against Warren. The pass to Booker. Chandler with the screen on Brogdon. And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. Chandler's shot good.
Yeah, because of his length and toughness, so difficult to stop Chandler from converting off the window.
Bucks leading by 14. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Phoenix calls timeout. And Doris, it's nice to see Brooke Lopez the last few seasons stay relatively healthy.
Well, I think for 7-footers, anyone who plays on the interior, you can get such wear and tear on the body. I think he's taken motivation from those injuries, and he's making the most of his time on the court.
Nice game. Great performance by Brooke Lopez.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Now, here is Knight. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Bledsoe. Stolen by Warren. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Here's the screen, and here's Booker from the arc. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Well, you're talking about a guy like Booker, perfectly suited for the catch-and-shoot game.
It's Brogdon on the wing, defended by Booker, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. Bank shot, no good. Suns trail by 13. Warren dishes to Knight. Back to Warren, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Guys, that's number 2 on him, and they do not need him to sit right away, but one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
Knight against Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Here's Knight. Just 5 on the clock. Drops in the tray. And it's 7 points for Trevor Ariza.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. It's Brogdon on the wing. Defended by Booker. Offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Warren. Ariza with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's deflected. Middleton with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Phoenix with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee.
That's great use of size and length. Tough down low when guys are battling for that board.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez a screen. Over Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lopez, no luck. Here's Booker. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver. Outside Knight. Warren against Antetokounmpo. From deep three-point range, Suns with the new shot clock. Chandler's shot, good.
Listen, percentage-wise, Chandler has forever been one of the best at finishing around the rim.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Over Ariza. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Ariza goes in, and he trims the lead to single digits. Ariza's got 5 points now this quarter. The Bucks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Lopez a screen. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Akers checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. Tony Snell's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Suns here with a different look. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. Reed, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Troy Daniels in for Knight. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Bucks second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Josh Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Reed, that one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Bucks leading by 6. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
And he can't hit the second. And Greg, with Giannis, the team is so much more dangerous with him on the floor offensively, and the numbers back it up.
Yeah, Giannis, one of the few difference makers who can impact the game on both ends. Causes a ton of turnovers with his D, but also can facilitate or carry a team with his offense.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Milwaukee. And the Bucks with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. Dellavedova kicks to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Maker. He feeds it to Snell. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ilyasova's got 6.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Jackson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here is Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. There's a screen. Maker misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Dellavedova with the ball, and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, in large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's who Earl Watson is starting the second half with. Chris and Chandler are up front. Knight and Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Ariza in at the 3. Here's Knight. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Knight's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Suns. The Bucks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Over to the left wing. Lopez outside. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. Knight grabs the board.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bledsoe's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Knight against Bledsoe. Here's Booker. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Booker's got 7.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Rocked in the pass to Bledsoe. To the middle. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Tyson Chandler.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
One shot.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for our defense.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. It's tipped. Ariza outside. Booker in the corner. Here's a screen by Chris. Off the pick. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, I wouldn't say overly explosive athletically, but Booker able to finish at the rim with power.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Knight dishes to Chandler. Over Lopez. They get it again. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Ariza no up. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Fires from deep. Another miss by Middleton. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Here is Knight. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Chandler. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 8 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Tries again. And Lopez gets it to go.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
On the wing, Booker. Lopez against Chandler. Booker the pass tonight. There's a screen by Chris. Just 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Knight's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, guys, this is why Knight developed that little floater for the times he doesn't want to challenge guys at the rim.
Pass to Brogdon. Lopez, a screen on Booker. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. Another shot. Back to Brogdon. Middleton outside. Goes up again, and Chandler sends it back.
One of the great rim protectors, really, over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one. After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo over Ariza. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Booker the pass tonight. And here's Chris. Lopez covering. Chandler is screen. Here's Knight. Again, Phoenix.
Boy, they are not locked in defensively here in the second half. The intensity and focus haven't been there.
Bucks trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Antetokounmpo's got 11. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop? as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it if you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people, because there's so much scoring, and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to it.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Chandler with the screen on Bledsoe. Knight pass to Chandler. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for Tyson Chandler.
Now, this is what you love about Tyson Chandler. Releases out of the pick and roll with big-time purpose.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lopez against Chandler. Here's Middleton. Good on the bucket. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Well, Brook Lopez demonstrating his abilities as a passer. This is a team player with very unselfish instincts.
Knight on the wing. Here's a screen by Chris. Goes up the baseline, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 11 points for Brandon Knight. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes, and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And here is Dellavedova. He has 5. Here's Snell. Here's Ilyasova, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And you look at the numbers that T.J. Warren has put up over his career. Finds a way to improve every single season, Doris, and is a model of efficiency and consistency for his team.
Right. I think coaches love players who approach the game the way T.J. Warren does. He knows what he's capable of and stays patient. He can hit a 3, but he mostly prefers to step into a range where he is automatic.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
One shot.
And the Phoenix Suns, one of the younger teams in the NBA.
And I think, Kevin, you have to give credit to the Suns organization for making some great picks in the draft. Devin Booker and Marquise Chris both look like steals given where they were taken. The front office has added some franchise cornerstones even before drafting Josh Jackson this summer.
Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Dellavedova kicks to Ilyasova. Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Count the basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Daniels kicks to Jackson. Pass to Holmes. The rebound by the Bucks. Maker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Warren last season had his year interrupted by injury, cooled off after the fast start. But, Greg, he will always play with that activity.
Yeah, and he's so good at switching directions on a defender. Seemingly simple moves help him create great space both with and without the ball.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look here at the shot chart for Lopez.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Hey guys, as good a free throw shooter as Teletovic is, to me, he should look to get to the line much more often.
That one misses.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Here's Daniels. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. Snell kicks to Teletovic. Dishes it to Maker. To the wing on the left. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Releases from the wing and drills it. Dellavedova's got 7 points in the game. Daniels passes to Warren. Back to Daniels. Here's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from outside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Jackson against Teletovic. Here's Dellavedova, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now a 5-point Bucks lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Warren kicks to Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Count that bucket. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Daniels kicks to Jackson. Here's Warren, and it's blocked. Here's Dellavedova, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Daniels passes to Holmes. There's the pick. Looking to end the run, and he hits the jump shot. Holmes got 8. Milwaukee leading by 7. Now Dellavedova. He's got 11. Here's Maker. Shoots over Holmes. Maker misses. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Daniels kicks to Holmes. On the wing, Jackson. Lots of room. The second effort. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Phoenix shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Bucks leading by 6.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
And for the Suns, they're shooting around 44% in this third quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Daniels. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Now here is Dellavedova. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Teletovic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Defensively, keep talking, right? Keep helping each other. We get the rebound, don't get in an early pick and roll.
And Jason Kidd telling them what it's going to take, all 5 guys communicating on the floor.
And calling for the early pick and rolls, you can get really clean looks that way before that defense is able to kind of lock in.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Dellavedova and Snell pair up at the 1 and the 2. Ilyasova out there with Maker, and it's Teletovic in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Back to Dellavedova from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. To tie it up. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Snell, the pass to Maker. And Ilyasova kicks to Dellavedova. Teletovic, the screen. That's a 2 from Snell, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd assist on the night. Timeout called, the Suns.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way
out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Maker. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Matthew Dellavedova. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Chris comes in for TJ Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Reed. And Knight subbed in for Daniels. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Earl Watson talking to his team during the break. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
There's a screen by Chris. Here's Knight. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Knight's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe with it. Lopez a screen. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, I'll tell you, Lopez filling it up. He's a commanding presence on the offensive end.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The pass to Chris. And here is Knight. Booker in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Yeah, and credit Ariza for just staying active and coming up with the steal on that one. He was on the prowl and ready to catch him napping.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Got a piece of it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker left side. Back to Knight. Chandler against Lopez. Here's a screen by Chris. Outside Knight. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe right side. Bledsoe with another miss.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Knight wide open, and there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Bledsoe passes to Snell. Back to Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot from free throw range. Knight grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
At the elbow, Chandler. Suns moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Booker. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Bledsoe against Knight. The feed to Booker. There's a screen by Chris. Takes a 3, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Booker.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
Ogden kicks to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Feeds it to Middleton. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. To tie it up. No good from Booker.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 now on the night. Chandler with the screen on Bledsoe. Knight gets to Ariza. The 3. But they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Chandler with the block. Brogdon against Booker. Kicks it to Knight. The 3 ball. And he's good on the 3 ball. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Here's Bledsoe, and he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
This guy is just so physical for a point guard. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense in close.
Knight dishes to Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college, and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his former point guard pairings and how he plays. Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
That's good from Chandler. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bucks leading by 3. In the corner, Middleton with it. Bledsoe for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Brogdon against Booker. There's a screen by Chris. Down low, off the pick, and Chandler with the nice bucket inside.
You know, for a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, just incredibly talented, a long, lanky, athletic powerhouse of a player. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Chandler a screen. Here's Booker. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
If you allow Chandler to get the ball that deep, what choice do you have but to foul?
Free throw, Chandler. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks leading by 6. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. There's a screen by Chris. Knight against Bledsoe. There's a screen by Chris. Booker the pass to Ariza. 5 on the clock. Jumper off the screen. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Suns. Chris has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Knight, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns go the other way with it.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around. No question he's having a bad quarter, so somebody else needs to take charge of the scoring if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's Lopez, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And both free throws good for Lopez.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Booker dishes to Ariza. Knight against Bledsoe. Booker outside. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. On defense, the Bucks, they led by as many as 18 points. Knight with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Chandler is screen, 4 on the clock. Really left alone that time. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, it's all about reading the screen. Booker showing tremendous intelligence in most everything he does.
Lopez outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Suns. Booker in the corner. Stolen by Brogdon. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. That's 12 points for Chris Middleton. Chandler is screen. To the middle. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
How exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
Booker against Bledsoe. Pass to Brogdon. Fires the 3. And that one is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Knight with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Back to Booker. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Fires from 14. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 9. And for the Suns, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here is Knight. Chandler with the screen on Bledsoe. Ariza outside. And that one goes long.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. Back to Middleton. A shot off that time. Good D by Ariza. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Ariza. Now Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit. I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.